Welcome to another episode of the Neoliberal Round podcast. I am Renaldo McKenzie. Today we bring to you Street Vibe, Pulse of the Street. And I have an amazing show for you today because I stumbled on a very interesting place and a group of people at the Auset Society. And so today, the Street Vibe is entitled Auset Society and Kamitic Spirituality with Shekhem Maham Kern Men Metu. And later on in the show, I will speak with this priest, this high priest gentleman, Shekhem, and Shekhem means priest, and you'll learn the meaning of the rest of his name later on if you listen to the entirety of the show. But it was quite revealing, and I also got a chance to interview another gentleman, priest Ramaneki of the society, and I also it's a center, it's a facility, and I was able to walk around it and get a gist and a grasp of it. It was quite revealing, quite interesting. It's quite powerful, guys. And just before I allow you to listen to the interview and the conversations and the show, I just want to preface that with this by saying, we do a course at Georgetown University, and many of you know that I am doing my doctoral studies at Georgetown University. And when you do Doctor of Liberal Studies at Georgetown University, you have to do a foundation level course called Foundation 1, DLS Foundation 1, DLS Foundation 2, DLS Foundation 3, and DLS Foundation 4. And DLS is Doctor of Liberal Studies. And Liberal Studies, and I did DLS 1 with Professor Ori Sotis, and of course he wrote the book Eres, something about Eres and Eros. But one of the things about DLS is that we look at the foundations of civilizations, especially Western societies. We're talking about the historical foundations, and we look at Greek. We look at the Greco-Roman world. We look at Greek. We look at Rome. We look at Mesopotamia. We look at Europe. We start with Herodotus, and we and so on, and Homer, and we look at German culture, and of course DLS Foundation 2. We were looking at, and I did not, DLS Foundation 2 was looking at Eastern cultures, Eastern civilization. But at the end of DLS Foundation 1, I was concerned because nowhere do we look at Egypt or reference Egyptology. Nowhere do we look at African history and ideologies, and how they also form and influence the foundations of the world. And when you listen to the interview today with these high priests of the Auset Society talking about Kamitic spirituality, it is quite revealing. We're talking about something that predates 5,000 years. We're talking about 5,000 years ago, and it's as if it is lost from history, and it's not a part. And I remember I challenged my professor, asking and exploring this particular issue. How is it that we don't see this? And I tell you that I'm writing a book on divine intervention and the secrets to unlocking divine intervention. And I will tell you it's no secret. And I will also tell you that it's part of it will involve looking at various perspectives and understandings and practice of divinity and understanding of it. And this is quite revealing. This is quite interesting. I grew up in a Judeo-Christian country and was ordained as a Judeo-Christian minister of religion. But of course, I am going beyond that because I want to understand the world in its entirety. And I said to you, we're all about serving the world today to solve tomorrow's challenges and providing you information, communicating with you, because communication is to make popular what was the monopoly. And that's what we're doing. And so I invite you to sit back, relax, enjoy 30 minutes of the show, share it with your friends, and please send us a feedback and subscribe to the show and continue to support us so that we can continue to provide this show free of cost to all of you and do in-depth research. This is the Neoliberal Round, brought to you by the Neoliberal Corporation, serving the world today to solve tomorrow's challenges. We'll be right back after these messages. I'm Renaldo McKenzie, host of the Neoliberal Round podcast, and I'm in Germantown, Philadelphia, and I was walking down Germantown and I saw an interesting place, and I said, let me check it out. And then I saw I came inside, and I saw it was a whole world, but then I came more inside, and there's more. This is a huge facility. I love it. And I'm here actually speaking with your name, sir?
Shekhem Ma'a Keru Min Madu.
Wow. That's an interesting name. What kind of name? Tell me the meaning.
It's a Kamitic name.
What is it called?
It's a Kamitic name.
Oh, and when I came in, I saw a thing that says Kamifest, celebration of Kamitic spiritual culture. What's that about?
Before the Europeans came in and invaded Egypt, it was called Kemet.
Ah.
So Kemet was his original name.
So
we're using the original name as opposed to the name that the Europeans gave to our people in Africa.
Okay.
So it's one of the oldest organized, ways of life on Earth that was successful for 5,000 years before invasions.
Ah.
So it's a way of life for which all other ways of life, what you could say, Hebrewism, Christianity, all that came from this. All of that came from this. So we're going back to our old ancient ways that was proven successful.
Yes.
On record and still being studied today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And this is the old ways that we're going back to.
And what is the idea or the principles of this of Kamitic spiritual culture?
The principle is to know in your relationship with the Supreme Being that you are one and the same. But you have to work for that. We're here to actually raise our fullness, our conscious, our divinity to the point where we're united back, or reunited back with the Supreme Being. Henceforth, God man.
God man up.
And God woman.
And God woman, yes.
So that's the principle. You're shooting for the highest part of your being.
Yes.
That is just within you. Right now it's dormant because when you come to Earth, it's sleeping.
I study. I'm doing my doctorate at Georgetown University, and I'm actually writing a book on power, privilege, power, position, status.
Right.
And as you talk about that, I did a course that looks, and I read Plato in the Phaedo and Socrates and so on, and he talks about when we are born, when we take on flesh, it's like the divine side of us was gone.
It's not gone.
It's dormant, so to speak. Yes, and so you have to live a life of piety. But that's what that one ideology.
Right? So they went to school in Kemet. And that was their understanding of it. So they didn't get the full understanding. They took that back to Greece.
Right.
And Rome and Greece. They took that back. And to them, they were scholars because in those countries, they didn't have any kind of culture or mathematics or sciences. So that was their understanding of what they couldn't understand about the Kamitic way of life. But they went to Kemet to learn that.
Yes.
Socrates, Plato, all them guys.
Yes. Of course, Socrates was a student. And Plato was a student of Socrates. But one of the things I want to ask you, I interviewed the the owner of the Ubuntu Fine Arts Studio, and Ubuntu is about individualism and so on and so forth. Is there any? Do you understand the whole concept of Ubuntu, and is it familiar with the Kamitic culture?
You got to remember, like the culture, the original culture, right? When it got severed, it got spread all over the planet.
Yes.
So each ways of life had a piece of the truth.
Yes.
But it came from one truth, one whole truth, like you cut a pie, like you cut a pie.
Right.
And there's a pie over there, a piece of pie over there, a piece of pie over there, but it's one whole. You got to come together to get the whole original, authentic truth.
Yes. Okay.
So that's what this is.
And what is the authentic truth? What is that we're
This way of life is that you are a divine being.
Yes. Yes.
You're a divine being.
Yes.
And what you're doing, you're awakening up.
Yes.
That divineness.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that's
everybody in the Western world, the highest thing you can be is a human being.
Right.
But that's the lowest thing you can be in this way of life. The human animal is the lowest thing that you can be in this way of life.
Right. Okay.
Because the human is full of faults and frails and excuses.
Yes.
But when you reach your godhood, you're one with the Creator. That means you're in a state of perfection. Perfection can be achieved. Completion can be achieved. And see, in this way of life, they got God up here and us down here, and there's no way that you can get up here. That's the way they think. But it is. This way of life shows you how you can become God man
up.
God woman up.
Yes, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And tell me what are some of the things that you guys are about here at the center? What's the name of this particular? This is the Kamitic Center.
No. This is our organization called Ausar Society.
Say it again so the others can hear.
Ausar Society International.
Okay.
It's an international society.
Okay.
But this is the Pennsylvania region.
Okay.
Of that. Each place have their own region.
Have their own region. Yes.
This is one of our high priestesses right here.
Oh, nice.
And each region has a king or a queen or a king and a queen in charge of it.
Yes.
But internationally we're all together. We're in Africa, we're in Ghana, we're in South Africa, we're in California, we're all over Canada.
So it's a big organization.
It's
movement.
It's international.
Okay.
We've been around for close to 50 years, and we're growing. We're growing because we're not inventing anything. This is stuff that's been around for thousands of years. We're bringing it back.
Right.
We're bringing it back, and because it's proven to be successful.
Yes.
People are still studying now. The Europeans are still studying Egypt and still don't understand it.
Right.
Why?
Right.
Because they don't have the spiritual aspect. They're looking at it from a scholarship or an intellectual standpoint.
Yes.
And you can't really look at spirituality from that. You have to live it.
You have to live it.
You have to live it.
It's quite anthropological and ethnographic, as they would say. That's what if you want to really understand people and the meanings in society, you have to really live the experience.
You can't intellectualize.
Yes.
You're taking it out of context.
But Gramsci, sorry to say, but there's a guy named Gramsci who wrote the Prison Notebook. He's an intellectual himself, but he's against intellectualism. He says that intellectualism is a part of status, it's a part of privilege. It's a strategy that people have used to increase power, to maintain power, or to extend power.
But see, that's the misuse of intellectualism.
Yes.
Because intellectualism is supposed to go along with wisdom.
Right.
Intellectualism without wisdom is a dangerous thing.
Yes.
And that's what's happening now, because you have a lot of smart intellectuals that are in charge of this country and the European world. Mm-hmm. Bush he wasn't a dummy. He was just crazy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is all about, man.
Thank you.
We're getting back to the old ways.
The old ways
that's been proven
to
work.
And what are some of the stuff? I know I hear drumming going on.
Of course, that's African. Drumming, meditation, diet. We're all vegans here. We do Qigong, which is life force, building your life force.
Yes.
You have to build your life force. All this is in conjunction. It's like a concept
to
work for that same
God man up or God woman up.
And God woman
up. Yes.
Both. You can't have one without the other.
Right, definitely.
You know
inclusivity.
Right.
Thank you. Good. We have other persons with us. And who is this?
Is our priest?
My name is Ramin Aki.
Ramin Aki.
Yes,
sir.
And Renaldo McKenzie. I'm host of the Neoliberal Realm podcast. It's a podcast it's a grassroots podcast news commentary, which is aired all over the world. So people all over the world will hear you today, and it's great because I've never heard of Kamifest or the Kamitic spiritual culture. So, and I'm studying society. So this is good. And actually, when I go back to campus at Georgetown, I would definitely explore this particular aspect and probably journey with you guys some more to learn the ideologies of it. So, but what I know, and I just was introduced to his name, and let me come over here and talk with you a little bit more, sir. Yeah, so tell me the idea of this Kamitic spiritual culture, and I know you are one of the high priestess. What is your role in terms of leading this group?
My role is to assist others, to come in, just like you just came in here, looking for answers, trying to find out their true self.
Yes.
True meaning of life.
That's good.
Like that.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And what impact you see this is making in the community in Germantown, Philadelphia, and in the world? I know you guys are an international movement, but you have a chapter here. What's impact that you guys are making so far?
Well, right now, it's a slow process. There's so many people out here who don't know.
Yes.
Their true purpose in life.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's people. What's happening is, people coming in slowly but surely, because people trying to find their purpose.
Yes, that is true. That is true. It's quite interesting. On the outside, I saw a bookstore. Mm-hmm. So I was coming in to have a conversation with whoever to see if I could have a book signing, because I wrote a book on neoliberalism, globalization, income inequality, poverty, and resistance that looks at the dynamics of the global south and global north and why some people are poor and so on. And so, but when I came in, I saw it was a big facility, a restaurant with so much chairs and so on, and then I saw an opening and I said, oh, there's an outside, and there's outside with seats, and then there's this building with drumming, and it's quite interesting. And if you guys are in Philadelphia or wherever you are in the world, check out the Kamifest or the Kamitic spiritual culture, and they are part of the international group, the Kamitic international group.
Yeah, but Auset international.
You know what I'm having? Auset. How do you spell that?
A-U.
A-U.
S-A-R.
S-A-R.
A.
S-S-E-T. Auset. Oh, nice. Well, thank you so much. And I will definitely continue to visit with you guys and follow up and have some more programming and see what's going on. But thank you so much, sir.
If you find time, go on to StarSetPA.com.
Okay, yes. How can we connect? What is the website?
StarSetPA.com.
Yes. Okay, good. Thank you so much. All right, take care, sir. Have a great one. And by the way, I was just reading about Bamba Ra. Is this part of? I saw this literature.
Well, he's been a pillar of the community for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I saw that he died in 2020. Just recently died in 2021. Bamba Ra, aka Shahid Muhammad, was born as Morris Lenwood Ruffin Jr. And I see that he was involved in SNCC as well. He went to Howard University and was very involved in the Revolutionary Action Movement and the Nation of Islam, where although he experienced some traumatic and controversial experiences during these dramatic times, they truly defined Bamba as a man. Bamba also uses creative and artistic gifts in his many entrepreneurial endeavors as a means to express African achievement and pride. In the 70s, he was a frequent contributor to the Journal of Black Poetry, one of the strongest publications of black thought and expression and inclusion in the iconic work of author James Foreman, The Making of Black Revolutionaries, and so on. And during the same period, this is quite Basma. He said they said he had charisma, charm, the gift of gab, and he was part of the Kamitic or the Ausar.
He wasn't a part of our society. He was a friend of the society.
Yes.
But he was involved in a lot of African spirituality. He owned he was in he had his own fashion line and things
yes,
like
yes,
that.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Sure.
Yes,
Not a
thank
problem.
you. Take care.
All right.
Here, so I'm learning I'm speaking again with one of the priests, or Shekhem Ma'a
Keru
Men Madu, and it means
true of word by being stable in the word of God.
Thank you. This is beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I see you have two sticks here. You are also skilled at drumming.
I'm a drummer.
Oh, nice.
Musician, put it that way. I play more than drums, but drums.
Oh, I also play drums and keyboard, and I sing.
Okay, they say I can sing. I do that too.
But this is good. I love the spirit here.
I need to hook up with you on the musical tip.
Yes.
Really.
All right.
Really.
I'll be back, and I'll take your phone. Yes, definitely. What is it? Well, hold on. We are live in the world. So, Thank you guys for listening, and we will continue to follow the amazing work that's been done here. We'll be right back after these messages. Building facility. First, I thought it was a bookstore. Then I thought, they have tables and stuff. And then I saw there was an outdoor, and then I saw inside, and then I met your chief, one of your chiefs, your priests, and I learned so much about the Kamitic culture, connections with Egypt, and then I also studied a little bit of Egyptology. So this is quite interesting. So, and what's your name?
Wait, hold on. I gotta see.
Yes. But you guys have a part of the program, and how are you guys liking it so far?
It's
excellent. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I gotta get in there.
Yeah, man. Two young men here, one playing, teaching the other to play. A beautiful facility, drums and great. It's quite interesting. This is the Neoliberal Round podcast, and that's what we are about. I told you, we are close to the stories. We are close to the stories. We will continue to bring you amazing content and to unearth stories and ideas and practices as we seek to serve the world today to solve tomorrow's challenges. And as we bring you, and as we communicate, what is communication? Communication is to make popular what was the monopoly. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the Neoliberal Round podcast. As we get ready to wrap up, I just want to share with you some more information as it relates to the Auset Society of Pennsylvania. And of course, it's an international and worldwide organization or society. But of course, today we visited with the society that's in Pennsylvania on Germantown Avenue in Philadelphia. And just so you know, that they have new in-person and virtual class schedule. They have the Ra Chi Gong Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 a.m. and that's virtual. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 a.m. That's also virtual. And then they have in-person and virtual Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 o'clock. Saturday at 8:30 a.m. they have virtual programming that's for the Ra Qi Gong. And then there is also, if you want to learn about Kamitic spirituality, Sundays at 5 p.m. they have what is known as the Introduction to Kamitic Spirituality, and you can join them in person or virtually, Sundays at 5 p.m. And of course, there's also meditation, Introduction to Kamitic Meditation, Fridays at 7 p.m., which is in person and also virtual. And I know some of you may have missed, they have some classes that started on Monday, April 4th. But they are located at 6008 Germantown Avenue, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19144. And they can be reached at 215-843-0900. Again, they are located in Philadelphia, Germantown, at 6008 Germantown Avenue, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19144, and the number is 215-843-0400. And of course, you can visit them online at www.ausetpa.com. Again, you can visit them online at www.a as in apple, u as in unicorn, S as in Sam, A as in apple, R as in rat, A as in angst or apple again, U as in usurp or use, S as in Sam, E as in egg, T as in Tom, PA as in PA.com. So visit them and you will learn quite a lot. And as I said to you, I am all about unraveling information and sharing it with the world, and I'm doing some research that looks at divine intervention. I'm talking about looking at even cow worship, and a particular gentleman I've reached out to did some research on cow worship in Massachusetts, and I'm supposed to be visiting with him sometime soon to explore that as we explore the various ways that people connect with the divine and what that means for them, and how can we as the world, people in the world, what can we draw from that? And here we are. We just visited with the Auset Society, where they are all about the Kamitic spirituality, all about the God man up and the God woman up. And I actually wanted to mention somebody who I followed when I was in Jamaica, Mutabaruka, and he has always been talking about the individual being God, that God is a creation of man, God is a creation of the mind, and when he says that, you have to go deep, you have to understand what that means. You cannot just read the book by its cover. You have to delve into that and understand where is he coming from, and he's onto something there. And I believe that so this is quite interesting. So we're talking about power, privilege, position, status, but we're also talking about spirituality, clinical psychology, anthropology, politics, technology, and so on and so forth. Because we are all about serving the world today to solve tomorrow's challenges and providing information so as to make popular what was the monopoly. Support us by visiting anchor.fm/the Neoliberal/support, and share this show with your friends, and visit us on our website, our main website, the Neoliberal Corporation, at https://theneoliberal.com or renaldocmckenzie.com. Take care. And just so you know, if you haven't already accessed my book, Neoliberalism, Globalization, Income Inequality, Poverty, and Resistance, please do so. It's available in all platforms. And it was number 1 upon its release on Amazon in deconstructivist philosophy and deconstructivist and critical history. So, and if you haven't checked out all our other websites and feeds and journal, please do so. And just so you know, we also provide high-speed web hosting solutions for businesses, in addition to mobile applications and inventory management through our ANTS Business Solutions. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Share the show with your friends again and subscribe to our programs and feeds. And let us know how we are doing. Have a great day. Welcome.